Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out your way. Good morning. So this is my third try in starting this video. I hope it stays on. It keeps shutting off. I think that it's the holder of my iPad is probably the wrong fit because it's pressing on one of the volume buttons. So hopefully it will stay on this time. It was 10:28 when I started this all, which is the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, the 28 of the Twin Flames, the 2 of Wands, and then to the 29, which is the 3 of Wands, being present in the moment. And then this started at 10:34, which is the 8 of Wands, the energetic exchange between the twins. And so far, so good. So it's good to be back on my usual equipment here, a little bit upgraded, and I have a union read for you and a twin flame read for you today, and we're going to play a little bit with my new decks that I got and my dice that I messed up with yesterday. And so the union. Before I start, some of the energy is going on right now. It's actually quite beautiful here. I think someone's just started to blast their music a little bit outside. It's not too loud. I don't think you guys can hear it. But it's a beautiful day. Yesterday, I went up to the Apple store at the mall, which was very interesting because I haven't been up to the mall in a while. And it's like a confrontation when you get to the store. You know, they have like several security guards out there. They got the guy with the temperature gun ready and waiting to point it at your forehead. They have some other people who come up to you at least 3 or 4 times in the 4 different lines outside of the store before you can even go in. So that, I was really working on transmuting that energy outside. And it was interesting because the one kid that I wasn't feeling good about their energy, by the time I went in the store, as I was working on transmuting the energies, had left their post and somebody else had replaced them. When I went into the store, it was great. The person who helped me had a wonderful vibration, was really helpful, super helpful. But I ended up, because I had to go get certain things, I went to the Apple store yesterday and then Sam Ash the day before, which are 2 different big malls. So I really felt like I was being called to transmute some energies at the 2 malls the past couple days. And the video is still running, so this is good. And then, of course, the license plates were fun yesterday. My name came up. I was behind a car with Eve on it, and the number is 9523. So 95 is the reflection of 59, which is that 5 of Swords energy. So instead of being at war, it's the reflection of that, like ending the war. And then 23 is the King of Wands. So the feminine ending the war within with the King of Wands. And then the next license plate was our initials with 9 and 1 on either side of them, and then 333. So triple threes. So the license plates were pretty cool yesterday and the day before. And a lot of triple digits as opposed to even double digits, because I told you at going up to Sam Ash, I was behind. Well, I guess those were double digits. We had 88 and then 77, but it was 0077 or 7700, I forget which. And then 606 on the way home. So the 4D, 5D, 60 read, I'm going to show you the pictures of the 2 reads and then we're going to get going. So this is the union read. Okay, so for those of you not familiar, and where did I put my little tools? I reorganized everything, so if I seem a little off today, I'm just getting used to where I put everything new. So this bottom row is the 4D, this is the 5D and the 60. This is the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energies, and the closing energy over here. Okay, and if I do a 3D, 4D, 5D read, it's the same. It just starts with 3D, 4D, and 5D. But this is 4, 5, 6. The vertical columns are the feminine on the left, the masculine on the right, and the bridge between them in the middle. And then we have the twin flame read that's in front of you now. Let's see if I can get that a little bit clearer. And here's the complete read for that that's now in front of you. A 7-deck read for those of you not familiar. It's a lot of energy on the table. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. There's a lot of messages for a lot of different people out there. If you want something more specific, my information is below, as well as on my website, which is twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there too, for those of you who don't know me. It's called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames, if you want to check it out. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and CD Baby. And of course, if you go to my website, you can also ask for a hard copy. I can certainly send you a hard copy if you want to send payment directly to me. So, most of my information is below from my website, and if you want to make a donation, my information is there as well below. And if you want to share the video, if you like the information, make sure to do that. Like, share, and subscribe. And please make sure to comment, because this is a very interactive energy here. Like, I might have partial energies that maybe you're the one who needs to complete that energy. Or maybe your perspective on something is completely different than mine. And wouldn't that be great for you to share your perspective as well? That could open up something else brand new. So, the union energy for the 45D60. This was done at 7:56 last night. 7 is the Chariot, 56 is the 2 of Swords. And there's all this energy for today. We started out with the Knight of Cups in the underlying energy, the Ace of Pentacles in the center, and then the Justice card at the end. I was just getting the Justice League. Is that what it is? I'm not real familiar with all the superhero stuff, but Justice League was just coming up for me. The Knight of Cups freestyling in the green room, swimming in place, as the King of Cups is loving but doesn't seem to be getting anywhere, as the diamond breaks through the rock. There's an offer of love and or a new life, being underground so long, finally coming up for fresh air. And there's this big theme this week about the feminine being in the ocean water and the masculine being on dry land. So he's in the cave underground and she's under the ocean. And he's coming towards more water, she's coming towards more land, which of course is the beach where they come together. So here's the being underground for so long, finally coming up for fresh air. Blind justice for all, ringing the bell, as my bells are ringing outside right now. And dinner time is here. Feeling truth and balance, not necessarily seeing it. And dinner time for me, I just posted the Last Supper last night. It's coming up again with dinner time. The incoming divine feminine is the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the Tower. Rising above the drama, or the number 37, the King of Cups. With flame in hand, the Phoenix rising from the ashes, twin towers to twin flames, my CD. The 10 of Cups family, or 10-story building, 9/11 Memorial and Niagara Falls, with flyer back on top and suddenly knocked off. Spidey back in town, sneaking around. Emotionally, we have climbed and rebuilt, climbed out of and rebuilt the 9/11 Memorial. That emotional cycle is coming up as complete. 2001 to 2021, 20 years, and 2020 hindsight. The divine feminine has been transmuting these energies for the collective. So that's the message they wanted me to give you. The 4D here is the Sun, the 5 of Wands, and the Lovers. The divine feminine at full energy. Pegasus takes off, and here it feels like Pegasus is representing the feminine. Pegasus takes off, or Poseidon's adventure, right? Poseidon is the father of Pegasus. The father living vicariously through their child, being from the ocean, but now flying above it in the air. The divine masculine lover exuding rainbows as she reflects his white hot and red flames, bridged by the 5 flames waving at the humid sun in concert along with everyone. Hail the sun, as the divine masculine is seeing it up close for the first time, beautiful sparkles and rainbow hues, not just red, orange, yellow, and you, or hue, right, you, and spirits connecting with me. The 5D here is the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. The divine feminine Queen of Cups enjoying, wading in her emotions, her pool of wine, which is coming up as the plasma ethers, while the divine masculine connects on land in the archway of the Garden of Eden, bridging through a new life, an offer of time, money, or effort at 846, which is the strength card, the dance, and the 46 of the children within, hugging and loving each other. The Queen of Cups in love, the Two of Cups, great partners, an offering of manifestation here between them at 848, which is the walking away and within. The 6D here is the Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. The divine feminine at 0 point, at the helm, running a tight ship while coloring her world at the same time. A splattering of love and lots of energetic exchange back and forth as the divine masculines, the Three of Pentacles Trinity workplace, the gingerbread house. And notice this workplace has ginger, bread or money, and house, and also the Trinity energy and crystals coming up here. Or a three-way offering, honoring the sun up in the sky and the sun as in the Christ energy by the mother and the father, and honoring coming from the mother and the father, blessing their child. Bridging through surrendering of choice, choosing positive thoughts in the present moment, a gifting to the universe, and giving back. The divine feminine is the 4D fully exposed and taking off to the sun, the 5D Queen of Cups, admiring her image while sinking in a gentle pool of wine or plasma ether. And the 6D multitasking at the same time, yeah. So doing it all at once, like they can do it all at once, simultaneously in the present moment. The divine masculine, the 4D lovers, the 5D Two of Cups, the lovers and the Two of Cups, back to back right here, which is very twin flame representative. The 4D lovers, the 5D Two of Cups, and the 6D Three of Pentacles, the Trinity, helping others. The bridge between them is the 4D conflict, exposed. This is also games and expansion and the pursuit of happiness. The 4D conflict, or the pursuit of happiness, exposed regarding lovers, heating up a new start or a big offer, and surrendering to it on the ground by the ocean. And we just talked about the land and the sea meeting at the beach. Meeting on the rocks, the jetties, or the coal miner's daughter, or crystal digs, placing crystals just so on the steps. The outgoing divine masculine is reflection, the wheel, the great wheel, and the Queen of Swords. The hermit shedding light on a hot romance destined with the Queen of Swords with a handle on the truth, or just agreeing to disagree and knows how to use it, that sword. Truth and balance, justice after all, as the bell tolls, standing in multiple dimensions in the portal, 0 point, to arguing now. It's like this so it's saying we're not talking about arguing. There's 0 point to arguing now when you're in the present moment, because there's nothing to argue about. There's nothing ahead of you or nothing behind you. You're just in the moment. So again, that reads as the bell tolls, standing in multiple dimensions in the portal, there's 0 point to arguing now, in the now moment. And that was right at 9 o'clock on the dot. So double zeros, source embodiment of the human, or human embodiment of source, backing up that 9, which is the 9 of the hermit, the endings, the compassion, the collective consciousness, the going within. So this union read ended up with the number 38, which is the Queen of Cups. And it was very much about the Queen of Cups today. The Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, which very much are representative of the masculine and feminine, but they also are both sitting in the middle to the feminine side, which can represent the feminine and someone related to her. Like I had a great conversation with my son yesterday, which the Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups would definitely represent, especially since I'm Cancer rising and my son's a Scorpio. So it could be something like that as well, but it can have multiple definitions. It is a union read about the relationship between the masculine and the feminine. So it's going to bring up your kids or closest relationships, and also another meaning for your twin. So that energy of back and forth there, the divine feminine with Scorpio and Leo on her side, and the Knight of Cups and Queen of Cups going back and forth. And the masculine has Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and another Libra, and the Queen of Swords on his side. And there was nothing between them in this read. The horizontal pillars came out to 13, 3, and 22 of Death, the Empress, and the Fool. And the vertical pillars came out to 7, 10, 8, 8, and 5. Of course, both lines add up to 38, the Queen of Cups. And the 7 is Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. The 2 8s are the Strength, or the Crazy Eights of the twin flames side by side. And then the 5 of expansion, but also the Hierophant, change, and freedom. So the message here was coming up, the death, the ending or transition of the Empress, and the Fool being free now to leap to the Queen of Cups. The Chariot with the Wheel, 2 Crazy Eights in a divine marriage, ascending to destiny, or Cancer and Libra dancing in the divine marriage, or destined travel. The twin Hierophant and the twins Hierophant and Queen of Cups. And also within the read, there's 2 queens and a knight, and the heat rising in the 4D, which is where the conflict comes in, or the expansion. So this is the union read. And by the way, you know, what came up on the license plates came up in this read today. We have double 8s next to each other, and the 23 of the King of Wands after the 8 within the grid of this number read. So let's get into the twin flame read now, which is in front of you at 9:10. Oh, that was turning the page, so that might be a message for someone. Turning the page at 9:10, so that could be September, October as well. At 9:22 is the Hermit and the 22 of the Fool. Chalices, or heart and emotions, came up. But lice can be coming up if you have issues with pets and staying clean, but also cha coming up, the cha-cha dance, the life energy, and icing coming up here, but also the ES. And S is literally the spelling for S, like my music name is EVS. It's that S energy of the Sophia, the divine Sophia. And that came up very much in the read today, because I was getting, we had SSEE come up in the code line. So it's funny, because I didn't notice the relationship between the ES up here and that SSEE, which is the reflection of that, because it's the same sound. But that will come up here in the code breaker stuff. So at 9:35, I finished clarifying the read. And that's the 9 of the Hermit, the 35 of the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands. And the major arcana in the read, there were none. So no major arcana or no trump cards. And before the read was Indigo, and after the read, Abundance, which Indigo is the Magician, and then Abundance is the Empress, Alchemy is the Temperance card, and then Transition is the Death card. We had 3 Pentacles, 3 Wands, 4 Swords, and 1 Cup. So mostly swords here, so either a lot of overthinking or a lot of intellectualing going on here, but also a lot of Pentacles and Wands as well. So a lot of daily day-to-day activities. The name Alan just came out on this under a scam likely call. So again, we have a lot of energy with the Pentacles and Wands too, and Pentacles are all about the day-to-day life, not just money, but time, money, and effort. The 3 of Wands of the passion and creative energy, the physicalness of it, you know, getting moving. And then we have the only 1 Cup, so emotions were kind of put to the back burner today. And we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, as well as the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. All these young energies in the read. Like a bunch of kids, this could be a classroom or somewhere where a lot of kids gather, or just a lot of messages going on. All right, we have 2 Knights, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, and 3 pages, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. And then before the read is the Queen of Pentacles, and after the read, King of Pentacles. So that could be a couple, or they could be brother and sister. And by the way, the Nine of Cups comes up with the Queen of Pentacles before the read, which is emotional satisfaction. And she's upright in the read. The King of Pentacles at the end is reversed. So there's different energies between them, especially revolving around perhaps taking care of children or being around children or a lot of messages. You know, some people like being on Facebook and some people don't, right? So we have triple sixes coming up in the read here again. And by the way, the code line's 15. So here we have the shadow side coming up very strongly, the 15 of 9 and 6, and triple sixes in the read. We also have 3341, which is the Christ vibration and the Ace of Cups. Triple sixes and then double nine. So sixes is very much about the lovers, but also love, family, and community. So the shadow side of the lovers is coming up with the 666 and the 15. And then we have 99 of compassion and endings and selflessness, to be patient with others. And then we have the 1 of the Magician, the 4 of the Emperor, the 9 of the Hermit, the 14 of the Temperance card, that higher love, the 46 of the 6 of Cups, the 2 children in the garden hugging each other or loving each other, and the 69, the Ace of Pentacles. In a lesser sense, we had 13 of the Death or Transition card, 34 of the 8 of Wands, that energetic back and forth, the arrows of love, the 45 of the 5 of Cups, the loss or grief card, but is reversed in this read about getting over that, getting over the past, letting go, and the 56 of the 2 of Swords, and the 67 of the 4 of Pentacles. Excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles is 67. The code line here is all about self-love and health. And here go the different translations of the messages from the code line. And by the way, in the read, the challenge card here, is the 6 of Flames, upright. That is upright, right? Yes. Okay, and then the block over here is the 6 of Swords, which is also upright. Very peaceful energy, right? Leading the way, having attention and followers. And over here, and also bringing good news. And over here with the 6 of Swords, and they're both sixes, you notice, are the challenges today. It's all about peace, finding a peaceful place, peace of mind, a peaceful place to go, peaceful movement of the brain and of thoughts and words. So, the translation here is say so, say so to the nth degree. The night, whether it's the night, the warrior night, or the night as opposed to daytime, being good, the key being speak. Bellows, which is so funny, I just told you about the movie about Dr. Bellows I just watched. Bellows and the madman, right, that dares to go through that spiritual journey, that dares to climb that mountain and not know where they're going. And finding they just ended up going on a journey back to themselves. And Spirit's connecting with me. And the goat skin, which is the Capricorn energy of having that second skin, a tough skin, being full, whole, and complete, right? And the goat, again, I didn't realize I'm bringing those two back into the same energy of climbing the mountain. The goat is the one that climbs the mountain, never gives up. The Hermit comes up here with the number 9 in the collective consciousness and seeking the 6 of Wands, again, the journey of seeking self-love and health, which are, you know, in the same category. If you self-love, you have health, and if you treat yourself in a healthy way, you're showing self-love. So they're really one and the same thing. So the essay is also coming up, whether this is an essay that you write, whether this is an assay of labs, it can come up both the same, but also as essays, ES, which just came up in the headers before this read, and say again. So the message is coming up, say so, and now it's say, ES, say. And ES again is that S. It's like saying Sophia like Maria. Say it soft and it's almost like praying, right? Sophia, I'm going too low. Sophia, I've just met a girl named Sophia. So Sophia, the S, of the soft. That can be the snake too, the Kundalini rising. But the essay of the thoughts and the words, the writing, the show of power, in the good of I am that I am to the nth degree. at night, but also being that warrior, being silly and crazy if that's who you authentically are. To allow yourself to be that silly, crazy child, the hermit that goes within, who connects with the collective consciousness, to seek the Six of Wands, to seek this, the bringing of the good news. It's not so much seeking attention and success. When you seek the bringing of good news in your authentic energy of what you love to do, you naturally will find success and attention, but that's not the goal in mind here. The goal is to stay in the now moment and be you authentically, doing exactly what you love the most. The Six of Wands moving forward, leading the way naturally, not by purpose, but by the nature of you loving yourself first. The Six of Wands of Sophia in the energetic exchange of energy. That's the E coming up. The energy of Sophia, ES. So all about self-love and health here. So the essay, show of power, I am that I am, to the nth degree. And then also to be healthy, to like, to know, to have sex with, to heal the sound mind and sound body and become whole, well, and sane. I am, to the nth degree. Say that every day. I am healthy. I am happy. I am abundant, to the nth degree. Taking the after-death test is key. The goat skin on the hermit, right? The hermit's Virgo. The goat is Capricorn. The hermit or the Virgo, the purified energy, putting on the goat skin, they're both earth energies, to go on their travels, to harden them on the outside, because the Virgo tends to be more sensitive than the Capricorn. Seeking the journey, seeking self-love and health. With the Sophia and the eek, right? When you're surprised or you fear, or is that just a feminine way of squealing? Eek, right? How a masculine would describe a girl. When she squeals with delight, the face of Sophia, the one. Sanity to the nth degree of I am that I am. And it's good to be silly. The hermit seeking the lover of I am. But that's really lamb. The hermit seeking the lover who's off the lamb. An essay of K, so perhaps getting a vitamin lab test or something like that, but also a vitamin K, which it can mean ketamine in slang. And ketamine is an anesthetic, but also a hallucinogen that's used as a street drug. So somebody's dealing with ketamine here, but K being the vitamins from lots of green leafy things, but also can be ketamine on the shadow side of things. Essay was coming up from all these definitions, from these weird letters that were coming up. ESS, EEK, literally is essay. And then there's all these weird words like acetylcolma, and that sounds like coal miner's daughter, which came up today. But that literally means essay collection. And then acik irjalisus, with double U's and double L's and double E's and double S's. This reminds me of Mississippi. And that means essay literature. So again, poetry. So it's all about essays here. But in a creative essay, creative words, or a creative lab test. Getting creative about how you do things or how you go about things. Or getting, again, essays on K, which is energy. Self-love and health. So maybe you need to do maybe you're called to do a blog on something that you know about health. The Knight of Pentacles is the first card here in the underlying energies. So here's the Knight of Crystals, or the Knight of Pentacles, the mini cards on top, and I go 5 cards down and 5 cards out at the end usually, making it a 21 card read, which is the World, the end of the cycle of the major arcana. Below the Knight of Pentacles reversed is the Queen of Pentacles upright from the bottom up, Indigo reversed, 9 of Cups reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, and then 3 of Pentacles upright. So the Queen of Pentacles, perhaps feeling insecure, perhaps unable to manifest, and then dissatisfied emotionally in a losing battle at the workplace or dealing with their work or place of co-creation. So any kind of, whenever I say workplace, You can substitute that with any place of co-creation, whether that's a church, a school, an art center, a gym, it doesn't really matter. Wherever you create. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is coming up as that stubborn energy, unwilling to move on, propose, or refusing to work. And again, it's very much that stuck energy of no movement at all, or someone feeling paralyzed, unable to function because of their underlying emotions here, right? So a Pentacles energy isn't reversed just because, it can be just money issues, right, and work issues, but also it can be an inability to function on a day-to-day level because of underlying emotions. The Page of Wands is reversed and frustrated, in need of the truth, or in a split, seeing synchronicities a burden to them, or hard work, feeling the weight of the world. The Hermit with the light on the group, or holding light in coming together, perhaps with a lie, a divide, or a split. With burden, knowing that the Ten of Cups is happy. This could be a happy ending, an emotionally fulfilled family. But is it, right? Is it really happy, or is that the illusion of a happy family? And the Queen of Swords reversed is not here. So here's the burden, knowing that there's this Ten of Cups happiness, and the Queen of Swords reversed is not at home, walking away and within, overworking or underworking, or what they're doing just isn't working, unable to move on, keeping to themselves. New love offered to help find peace. But it's not working out with the Queen of Swords reversed, or the Queen of Swords reversed is sad and hurt to see others come and go freely, but she is not chosen. Stuck in a streetcar named Desire, or Desiree. True love comes up here, and beneath that, deception. So somebody's wearing a mask, and it can be as simple as just not saying one piece of yourself that you haven't disclosed to your partner, or it can be an outright deception as well. And it can be where both people are wearing masks. But this is around true love. Deception's the underlying energy, and then on top is true love, that this is a romance of a lifetime. The Nine of Pentacles is reversed, no longer obsessed over the Knight of Wands reversed player, or the one falling short, or perhaps paralyzed by their passions. So now we have someone paralyzed in their day-to-day life, unable to function, and another person paralyzed by their passions. Not working out with an all-business partner, or hangry magician is losing it completely with the evil Empress, or this could be a mother-in-law as well. And again, the evil, use that loosely, could just be someone who's very controlling, or a partner in an all-business relationship where he does all the work and she reaps all the money, right? At 1127, which is Justice and the Ace of Wands. And that can be too, where he just it's not, no one's doing anything to you, right? So no one may be doing anything to the Magician reversed, but he may feel like the Emperor upright is controlling, but she is the evil Empress here. She's using her feminine wiles to manipulate people. She's got the red boots on, she's naked, she's got Adonis's hands, his arms tied behind his back so he can't do what he wants to do. And then, of course, the snake is at her side, but it's coming up here not for me in a positive way. It's coming up in a derogatory way. So we have healing, which is 66, which is the Queen of Pentacles. At Justice and 27 is the Ace of Wands, that new passion ignited. And beneath healing of the Queen of Pentacles is the intuition of the 22, the Fool, open-hearted and free to leap. So we have deception with the Moon reversed here, confusion of the heart, the subconscious coming up, avoiding sudden changes or in the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies, and the Queen of Cups reversed, unhappy, the Empress reversed, and the Emperor upright, holding on, keeping cards close to their chest. So this can be parents of the Queen of Cups, and she's dealing with them, and she's unhappy, and the mother's unhappy, but the father's fine. The mother and father may not be getting along or may be divorced, but holding on, keeping the Emperor is upright, but he's keeping his cards close to his chest. He doesn't want the women there to know, which can be his wife and his daughter, or it could be his wife and another woman. It can be his mother and his wife. There's all sorts of scenarios, but the women are reversed. The Emperor and two unhappy women. That's the theme. The Emperor holding on. Well, first here, the Emperor holding his cards close to his chest. So he's not putting all his cards out on the table. One feminine energy is coming up as, this isn't even feminine, it can be two of the two feminines, or can reference the Emperor and the Empress. One emerald with red and gold, but he's coming up with blue and white and gold, or the other female, or two different designs of dress. The Emperor and two unhappy women here. This also can be two, I would say they could be two daughters, but we have an Empress here, so I doubt that. Unless, you have a mother who's, 80 and her daughter's 60, that could be. So the Emperor and two unhappy women, with the Emperor holding on, unable to function, unable to work, with the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Empress upright, gloating about it at 11:53. Okay, so now we have a third female here, reversed. We had the Queen of Cups and the Empress, and now the Queen of Swords is coming up. 11:53 is Justice and the Knight of Swords rushing in. And here's coming up as the Empress gloating about the Queen of Swords, deeply hurt, and the Queen of Pentacles upright, being a healer or healing herself. And so these multiple queens can also be various aspects of one queen. But we have Gemini and Virgo reversed. Virgo is also upright here. There could be two different Virgos here. And also when I say a sign reversed, it could just mean they have a lot of that sign in their chart, but it's not their sun sign. Sagittarius and Cancer reversed, Scorpio and Taurus reversed, and Aries upright all here. The most underlying energy here has to do with suffering in silence, or a sister perhaps, so there's a sister situation also, in the war within. The inner children falling out in a twist of fate, with the King of Swords reversed. So now we have the King and Queen of Swords both reversed. And they see the Emperor and the Empress could both be siblings, and so could the King and Queen of Swords here. So one may be a couple and the other may be siblings. Or they could both be couples, right? One could be the parents and then the other's the younger, the child's spouse. So going forward after this read, we're getting the energy of being defenseless to the energies, feeling attacked or ganged up on, grounding and integrating in a bold move suddenly towards the Knight of Swords, who's rushing into them, or suddenly bumping into each other, which Scorpio and Cancer energies are coming up here. The Knight of Swords trying to end the pain and therefore the cycle. The Queen of Cups then is upright in the main part of the read, in energetic exchange with Scorpio, or so she could be Cancer, because that just came up, Cancer and Scorpio. The Queen of Cups upright in energetic exchange with Scorpio, or Dark Knight, the Patient Angel, or Higher Love, or with Sagittarius. At 12:01 here, which was AM last night, in the recent past is the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior reversed, which is surrender. But jealousy, feeling rejected, taken down in the war, defending their break, their rest, in the 5D connection at the workplace, perhaps at a meeting, or seeing eye to eye suddenly out of nowhere, coming clean, cleaning up the act, or moving to peace in separation and heartbreak with the Empress upright. We have Scorpio and Taurus upright here. The foundation here is the Four of Swords, on break, perhaps at the water, in a 5D connection, with prayer and meditation, in an energetic exchange of lovers out in the cold, coming clean, defenseless to the energies, perhaps without an excuse. But do they really need one? The central energy here is the Page of Wands reversed, the sudden surrender of the Wounded Warrior, to the Queen of Wands perhaps, or maybe she is the Wounded Warrior. But she's looking the other way, perhaps feeling depressed or arrogant, and grounding and integrating, sharing or settling out, or getting out, offering love and being ignored by the King of Pentacles reversed. So we have the challenge being the journey of attention and success and leading the way, bringing good news. And the Page of Cups reversed, feeling vulnerable and rejected in a losing battle. The King of Wands reversed. There's that fiery energy coming in here, which the 23 or the King of Wands has been coming up a lot the past couple days. But the King of Wands reversed can just be tired, really tired, or he can be sick. He doesn't have to be pissed off, but he could be pissed off too. He could be sick and tired. But he's walking away to detox chaos of the Page of Swords reversed. So just because the King of Wands is reversed doesn't mean he's an abusive man. He could be having a bad day. But he could also be a very bad man. He could be a very physically abusive man. This one's not coming up that way. He's coming up walking away to detox chaos of the Page of Swords reversed, which can be bad news. It could be a child with a mouth on them, or his own negative self-talk. The Hierophant, which can be religion, the establishment, a marriage, or a Taurus. Deceiving the Emperor reversed, which can be, there's several kings reversed here. We got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Cups is upright. He's the only king upright. King and Queen of Cups are upright. So the Emperor could definitely be the King of Pentacles. So we have the Hierophant energy, which is a Taurus type energy, or it just can be the establishment or the religion. It doesn't have to be a single person. Is deceiving the Emperor reversed, who's receiving the truth, whether he likes it or not, or needing to swallow their pride. Or he spoke too soon, or someone spoke to the Emperor reversed too soon, because they're deceiving the Emperor. Or the Knight of Swords has Aquarius in their chart, who's coming in with the truth. Or Taurus is upright, Cancer and Aries reversed here, getting chewed out by the Knight of Swords, who has Aquarius in their chart. Or there could be Aquarius twins here. The King of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed could be the same person or two different people, but they're coming up as the King of Pentacles reversed, who may have choked or made a poor decision or a bad judgment at 12:17, which is the Hangman and the Star, and getting over it, the injustice, or the female one with Libra in their chart. Present to the Page of Pentacles reversed, a child or an energy of a lost opportunity, or unable to get something off the ground, or a child in need of help. The Knight of Cups reversed is also here, jealous or insincere or moody, or that can be the schmoozer, who's the opportunist, kisses up to everybody but doesn't really mean it. With the High Priestess, with psychic abilities, or their own psychic abilities, or a secret, feeling insecure and not manifesting, letting go, putting their cards out on the table now, and reaping rewards of daydreaming, using your imagination, your intention at 12:20, which is the Hangman and Judgment, making a decision. Now in the crowning position here is the Page of Swords reversed, that negative self-talk, that kid with a mouth, the bad news coming in, or just rumors flying, spying, lying. At 12:21 is the Lovers upright, playing hardball or withholding to get over the suffering in silence, the sister, the stress, or the purge at 12:21, which is the Hangman and the completion of the world. So then at 12:22, which is the Fool then, going into the new cycle, the open heart, taking a leap of faith, the release from prison, whether it's literal prison or the mental prison, anxieties and fears. The King of Swords is upright here, feeling vulnerable. The Queen of Pentacles upright, rising above but keeping it close to her chest. The Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, all reversed here. So someone's got a bunch of unhappy kids, or a bunch of unhappy messages or irritating messages. A man with two lovers, and the King of Cups reversed, injustice, perhaps paralyzed by his passions, on a journey to the twin, getting over their grief, their loss, their regret, and their powerlessness, or perhaps loss of independence or loss of a child, and this could be an older child, and that could just be them leaving the house, or them doing something stupid that got them in trouble. So a man with two lovers, Gemini and Aquarius upright, and Libra reversed all here, and Saggy reversed. At the gate, on the fence, grounding and integrating, being directed or being told what to do. In an energetic exchange, perhaps right elbow pain, or they have the same funny bone or the same tennis elbow in their DNA. Detoxing, the Page of Pentacles reversed, no longer marking their territory, no longer owning, right? No longer marking their territory or having ownership over something. The Knight of Cups reversed, jealous, no longer willing to give up information of fantasy synchronicities or heaven in their eyes. Now they're all of a sudden a vault and they're with their trap shut, right? Depressed or arrogant, brokenhearted by the King of Cups, Libra, or destined to juggle, perform, or distract him, or him destined to keeping the balls up in the air to keep things going. So soon here is the Ace of Swords reversed, detoxing chaos, the Page of Swords reversed. So we have the Ace of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, which is so much lying and untruth. With bad news for the beast, the Leo, the kids, or the pet, the child lying, spying, or spreading rumors, or in need of the truth, lashing out at a Leo perhaps, who's taming their inner beast to not react, to release themselves from the assault they're feeling, or the split and or divide. Coming together with the divine feminine in the 5D, with the world upside down, keeping to themselves, being a patient angel, being that higher love. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups are side by side, both upright, guys. A new passion and a big love here, or an air sign with Leo. Releases, and that can be ego as well, or kids or a pet, but an air sign with one of those released themselves from a group or a three-way situation with the Pisces reversed and Sag upright, the divine feminine, the 5D, and patient angel, both tight-lipped and not talking, yet offering big passion and love. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Page of Pentacles reversed, unable to get something new off the ground, needing help, money, or opportunity, as my voice starts to crack a little bit. Needing this help to end the pain in a happy ending or to achieve a happy ending with the Queen of Pentacles upright. The Knight of Pentacles reversed may be blocking the High Priestess or Secret with the Chariot, which is just bold movement forward. It can be a car or a big trip or a move. Or Pisces or Virgo and a Cancer reaping rewards or hanging out at home. The Queen of Pentacles is ending pain with a happy family. The Hanging Man is reaping rewards at a happy house. The Knight of Pentacles is unable to function with Secret Warrior at their side. And Virgo and Capricorn are here, as well as Pisces and Cancer. The Queen of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. This also can be 3 siblings, or a mother and 2 children. The children obviously not happy right here, but the mother is upright and stable. They could be on the road together, or planning a trip together. Or the younger 2, if their siblings are not happy, or struggling with money or work issues right now. The Queen of Pentacles being very comfortable with stability and emotionally stable as well. Hanging out in her heart. Let your friends help comes up here, chemistry, new love, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the 6 of Pentacles, sharing, settling out, with the Dark Knight, death, ending or transition, of kids, twins, or besties, unhappy, alone, fully charged and exposed, death and rebirth here, and the Magician reversed, feeling insecure and or manipulative, perhaps between kids or Leo and Empress or Taurus. With Scorpio and Leo and Taurus all upright here, but Gemini or Virgo reversed at 12:45, which is the Hangman, and that 5 of Cups, which is that grieving card, but getting over it here, right? Finally getting over the past. The challenge being here, the 6 of Swords upright, or this is the block rather, which is peace, 6 of Swords is finding peace within your mind. New passion, growth, creativity from the Page of Pentacles reversed. Wanting something. They may be offering passion because they actually want something. They're coming up as the Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, but yet they're offering big passion here, or creativity, or growth, but yet they don't really have it to give. They're reversed. So they may be doing this to get something from this patient angel that they know they can manipulate, or a Sagittarius. This can be the divine masculine as well. Or to travel with them, like this could be a kid whining to get their parent to take them with. Self-love, health, and even more so is follow your dreams. Putting it out there to show that it's real. Not wanting to get screwed, or a female who's attention-seeking, a tease, and then blocks them, acting all sweet and innocent. In the tent, by the running or the splitting of the bulls, or by sexually confused, or just tired of being rejected. The Knight of Cups reversed is depressed, insecure with a secret, or putting their cards now out on the table in order to reap rewards. The Queen of Cups is focused on their heart, to free the Fool to leap to her. Or the Queen of Cups is feeling rejected and doesn't see the Fool who's now free and open coming up right behind her. or the Fool with a loyal friend who is jealous of the Queen of Cups, the friend, or one with Aquarius in their chart, or Pisces, or Gemini, or Virgo reverse may be jealous of Cancer upright who's putting it out there, and Aries who's following her. And that's funny too. And that can just be, you know, YouTube and clients and, you know, people who watch that YouTube. So the Empress is performing, perhaps in a losing battle, with dysfunction of the family, business, community, or the world at large. This can be a legacy as well, or a loss here, because dysfunction is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Empress being patient with the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower, going through the dark night of the soul, an ending or a death with the King of Pentacles reversed, which could be also just blocking Akashic records, with the Hermit shedding light to letting go and repair things, to be present in the moment. So again, for some people, this can even be your guides blocking your Akashic records so that you stay present in your body. So being present in the moment, to spinning the Merkaba, right? Clearing and balancing your chakras, and also the 3 angels with horns, or that, right? That energy of the angels singing, relying on Buddha to end the cycle of pain, or cycling. So again, repeating patterns, or perhaps you're going out bike riding. So the Knight of Pentacles is reversed on a break, or resting, or just connecting in the 5D with their twin. With the Page of Pentacles reversed, that can be 2 siblings, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, both reversed, so unhappy, or both without jobs, or having issues at work, or with money, sharing with the Wounded Warrior who's in surrender, to the Page of Wands reversed. So here's another reversed. Here's 4 energies here now, right? And then the challenge being the journey, the good news of a split to find peace. Right? That's the energy of to agree to disagree. The Page of Swords reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed, which is jealousy and bad news or negative self-talk. With the Empress and Temperance, or Taurus and Saggy at the E-Tower, transitioning the King of Pentacles reversed, which can be a person or it can be Akashic records. So then the Knight of Pentacles is reversed and the Wounded Warrior surrendering, keeping their cards close to their chest. Resting, connecting in 5D, and this could be just someone who's on breaks. The Knight of Pentacles could just be someone who's not working right now. Maybe they're just choosing not to work, or could be on strike and saying, nope, I'm not going to work today. And the Wounded Warrior surrendering, and that could be a worrier, someone who worries a lot, keeping cards close to their chest about that. Resting, connecting in the 5D, or on break, with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords both reversed. And here the twins challenged by attention, the journey, good news, and success. And the Page of Pentacles reversed, lying or in need of the truth, feeling divided, sharing or settling out in order to move to peace or get to vacation, perhaps with a Knight of Cups reversed, or a jealous Empress, or jealous of abundance of patience for the Divine Feminine's heart in the dark night of the soul, or a death or transition of the King of Pentacles reversed. Or Akashics closed, to fully embody oneself in the moment. So at 106 here, which is the Magician and the Lovers, I rolled the dice and I got Libra, the number 3, and then the symbol, which I'm not positive about, I think it was the North Node. It's that like a upside down horseshoe. There's 2 different symbols. I assume they're the North Node and the South Node. And this one is the upside down horseshoe with the line on the top of it, whereas the other one has the line where the little curly cues are. I assume that's the South Node. But if I'm wrong, someone correct me in the comments, okay? So the Libra came up, which is very much that energy of balance, right? The need to balance and share. And also that Venus energy. And then the 3 of the abundance of the Empress and Gaia, Mother Earth, but also siblings and socializing, right? And coming together, which the 3 is also the lucky number, you know, the smiley, lucky, happy-go-lucky person. That energy of coming together in a loving and balanced way with following your North Node or your North Star. I pulled cards from my Animal Spirit deck. And the lizard and the fox came up. So I haven't read them yet. I'm going to read them for you. And then the underlying energy was the crocodile. So I want to show you how they came up. So these are the two cards that came out. This is last night that I pulled them. And the underlying energy here is the crocodile. Now look at this. You have a lizard on one side, a crocodile on the other, and this sly fox in the middle who's surrounded by these reptilians, right? So look at that energy. So is the crocodile looking at the fox, or is he looking at the lizard? Right? Or is the lizard distracting the fox so that the alligator can get the fox? Or is the fox just in the way? Okay? So there's a lot of different energies that come up from these three energies, which I'm going to read to you. But let's see here. We have fire, earth. So the lizard's fire, but the crocodile is water. And then we have earth in the middle. So obviously earth and water go together, not so much fire. So it's like the fox and the crocodile are both compatible, but not the lizard, which is kind of funny the way this is coming through. So the lizard and the fox are surrounding the lizard and the croc are surrounding the sly fox. The lizard may be distracting the sly fox as the crocodile smiles, laying in wait as they're very patient when they're in their power. And the fox may not be paying attention. So I want to read them to you. First, the crocodile. Okay, where are you, crocodile? Here we are. Okay, so the crocodile is resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing and building our energy, filling up the vital reserves so that your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. So the crocodile, when in balance, is wise, patient, and a silent powerhouse. But when they're out of balance, they feel stuck and they lash out. To bring into balance, the crocodile is meant to rest. And the Makarasana pose, which I'm not familiar with all the poses, so you might want to look that up. Makarasana pose, to get the crocodile back into balance again. So then that was the underlying energy that's going away. But the lizard came up and then the fox. So the lizard, where are you, lizard? They're hiding. Okay, there we go. So the lizard's instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. The lizard's an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card's an indication to pull back from the bright lights and the big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. All right, so if you've been feeling that way, feeling drained, they're calling you perhaps to go back in and do some of the artistic work, maybe not deal with people so much. When in balance, they're artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When they're out of balance, they're elusive, non-committal, and flaky. So to bring back into balance, do a creative project. That's coming up for the lizard. So actually the lizard and the crocodile may feel intimidated by the fox, which is really funny because the crocodile could definitely eat the fox in just one little gulp there. So let's see what the fox has to say. The fox is smart, of course, strong partner or mate, and wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps them keeps things exciting. The fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When they're in balance, they're magical, ingenious, teacher, and monogamous. When they're out of balance, they're sneaky and unsure of their identity. To bring back into balance, the fox needs a partnership or connection. So this actually may be a call into connection. The fox may actually be he may be the mediator of the lizard and the croc. The lizard needs to be more creative. The crocodile is laying in wait. And the fox is looking for a partner to connect. And are the people around him the right ones, right? The fox is more compatible with the water of the crocodile. But the crocodile might be fine with that until he's irritated, and then he just bites the fox and kills him. And then we have the lizard over here, who's very intuitive. So they may not be as compatible. They might try to outwit each other. So the fox may be looking for a partnership in all the wrong places. Like he's surrounded by people who really aren't compatible with them and may need to look outside of their own circle, is the message that I'm getting. All right, so then I pulled cards. I meant to just pull one card from, the Tarot of Dreams. So this was definitely the first card that came out, which is Faith, which is the Hierophant energy. But I was getting kind of, when I pulled this, I'm not really getting creepy energy now, but I was when I first pulled it. And the King of Wands was coming out. It's like creepy faith. This could be like a creepy, not faith, but the religion may be kind of creepy. And I'm not feeling that energy now, but I was last night. So there's definitely someone who may be connected to a religion they don't agree with, or there could be like a very tainted religious leader that they're dealing with. This can be a parent as well. But here's that Taurus energy, and I'm not sure which one that is. I'll have to look it up. And he's all about fire, the King of Wands, right? The man of passion. And he's got a goatee, so here's the goat coming up again. So he could have Capricorn in his chart. And this looks like his hair is wrapped like, it makes me think of, what's her name in Aladdin, right? She's the one who wears purple, isn't that right? I'm not sure of all of them. I didn't see all of the fairy tale movies in Disney. So let me see what that Hebrew symbol is first, so I know. So that Hebrew symbol is Vow, which is faith. Okay, so they're just the Hebrew symbols for that card. But we also have Taurus there, which is that Hierophant energy. Okay, so this could just also be the King of Wands with Taurus in his chart, or he could be a Taurus with a lot of fire in his chart. Okay, so that's coming up. So there's either the King of Wands dealing with religion or faith issues, or he's just a Taurus King of Wands. So there's a lot of fire there. And then the Palace of Coins came up. And then the Palace of Swords came up, which are really powerful cards in this deck. So I wanted to read those palaces to you, because those are probably the most significant here. This is earth energy, and then this is air energy. And then we had the Fool come up, and these were all coming up in the read, right? The King of Wands, 23, I told you is big, and actually the Hierophant's been coming up a lot too. And then now here's the Fool, who's big in this read, right? Taking that leap with an open heart. But where's their face, right? They have eyes behind the mask, but there's no face. And that could be people at a distance, right? They can't see each other's faces, but they can see each other's eyes because they connect with them. So, and what is that planet? Is that Uranus? I think so. So, let me just double check on that, because I'm not great with my planetary symbols. I think that's Uranus or Pluto, but I just forget which is which. Let's see here. Okay, it's Uranus. I thought I was right. Okay. And then we have the the Chariot card comes up after that. Okay, so after the Fool, the Chariot card came up, which is the Cancer energy, and notice that the Chariot symbol is very much the pie energy of being very centered. Not expanding outside the human, but just being very centered, the old way of doing things. So we have this King of Wands Taurus energy, or connected to his faith and religion, going through a crisis of religion perhaps, or faith. And then we have two palaces, the Palace of Coins and the Palace of Swords. Perhaps he needs to decide between two different palaces, which may be very hard because they're both very good. But which one resonates with him? That also could be two palaces. Maybe he has two homes and he has to let go of one of the homes, or two different businesses and he has to let go of one. And there's the Fool taking a leap of faith in a bold move in the Chariot. Chariots of fire. But it's really Cancer energy here. But this is Aries. Aries and Cancer. And then all the air signs, all the earth signs, and then the King of Wands. So a lot of energy coming up here, a lot of fire. So I want to read to you the two palaces. So let's see. Palace of Earth and Swords. All right. All right, the Palace of Swords is coming up first here, which says, this card shows an environment that promotes clear thinking in the cold, crisp air. The structures rise above the obscuring mists that usually cloud our thinking and are built as observation decks for the purpose of efficient perception rather than luxurious living. That's so cool. I'm actually, when I go to take my mom's ashes, I'm stopping by my great-grandfather's house, which is still present, and there happens to be like a tower, like a church tower dome with a gold dome on it, and he had a telescope in there, which he used to study the stars, and he actually has like a Star of David or a Merkaba as his dining room ceiling, like it's all open cut. It's very cool, and I've never been there before, so we're going to go check it out. But that's coming up here again, is that air sign thinking. And his birthday was the same as my mom's, June 10th, so that's very Gemini. Too many wings suggest the mind's ability to overcome emotional biases and attain a global perspective. So of course that's a place for air signs where they can really contemplate the world. So then and they're the two last signs, right? We have the Swords and then we have the Coins. And the Palace of Coins says, the other palaces are fun places to visit, but the Palace of Coins is where we live. Here is where we feel safe and secure, where we can tend to our earthly needs, where we can be kings and queens of our own castle. Here also we can experience the four elemental energies as fully human attributes: the intellectual or owl, the impetuous deer, the moody frog, and the mundane mouse. The mountains in the background are more distant than the Palace of Wands. The dreams and goals remain, but home is always waiting when we need a rest from the journey. Okay, so here's the King of Wands with his safe place, but perhaps is looking to expand his mind. And can he go to this palace and still return to this palace? Can he be free to explore and be the warrior, the Chariot? And this is very much about Mars, right? Mars with, what is it, phobias and fears. I forget what the other one was exactly, but that just came up in the read the other day. So this is coming up as Mars is Aries, right? And Scorpio. And we have Earth and Air and Fire and Taurus. So it definitely could be a Taurus and an Aries here and a Cancer situation here. And that doesn't mean they may be their sun signs. They may just be signs that are very representative for the three people in your situation. Okay, so I haven't pulled a card. I did actually pull a card. I pulled the Lenormand deck too. Is it the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck? And these two cards came up first, which is the 5, which is the Hierophant Energy, but the Tree of Life here, and then the 19 of the Sun. But look, another palace is coming up here. The family tree or the palace, the true palace. The 6 of Swords is finding peace, and this one's coming up as the 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups is seeing synchronicities or having lots of options, and over here is the finding of peace, the 19 of the Sun. And you notice here, the 5 is the Hierophant, and the 19 is the Sun, the Father and the Sun. The Father and the Sun. The Father being the tree, the Sun being the new, right? Or cutting down the tree to make the building. And then these two came up together. The puppy dog of the 18 of the Moon and the 17 of the Star. So the 10 of Cups for the puppy. And these guys have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about the 2. The 10 of Cups, the family, is about the loyalty, right? So it's like the feminine is about the one-on-one, but the family is saying, but, you know, are you not going to take care of me anymore? It's about the loyalty here. Or maybe someone leaving their pets behind. And that can be in a breakup of a relationship too. Somebody's always going to get the pet and the other person won't. So the pet may feel like you left them. That kind of energy is coming up as well. So that could be the cross to bear right now, right? There's between 2 types of homes or 2 different lives, and then loyalty or being authentic to yourself and your own love, your own heart. What are you loyal to first, yourself or others? That's the question you want to ask. It's always about asking the right question. This is the underlying energies, the 35, the wounded warrior, but it's also the 9 of Swords, the suffering in silence, right? There's the anchor is washed ashore. It's not anchoring anything. It broke off. Something was let go. It washed out to sea or washed ashore. And beneath that is the 42 of the compass. The 42 is the 2 of Cups, the one-on-one. And following your true north. There's your answer right there. North node and south node, I just brought that up. The 2, with the one-on-one, following their true north, but needing something to anchor into, right? We have the birds flying above here too. And it could be like, you know, the scavengers coming up looking for, you know, if there's a broken anchor here, that means a ship was lost at sea, and there may be people who died, so that there's birds around looking for the dead people or food, you know, that's been left over, the leftovers. Maybe there's been a failure here too, and all of a sudden you realize who your real friends are. All of a sudden, when something wasn't going great for you, all the scavengers came in to pick you apart as opposed to support you, and maybe you've supported all of them in the past. And there's a lot of suffering around this. And it's just about that one-on-one, following your true compass, your true north. And maybe just taking the puppy with you, and the couple will have the puppy. Or this could be also deciding, you know, who gets the puppy. That could be as simple as that. But the star and the moon, you know, the moon is that sadness of the puppy, the subconscious energies of the wounding that they'll endure by being left behind. But again, it's not about your pets aren't there to make you feel guilty. They're there to teach you to overcome guilt, because everyone here has a lesson to learn, even the puppies. As long as they go to a loving home. That's what's important. That they feel loved. Okay, so I'm going to pull an energy deck real quick, and I'll roll the dice again for you guys to see what else comes up. We're already over an hour, so I don't want to go too much longer. Let's just see what the energy deck says real quick. 2, 3. Okay. So from the energy deck, what's our takeaway from all of this stuff? And there's the 5 again. Take off the mask. Let go of your attachments. Even if it's your puppy dog, as long as they're in a loving place. It's a chance, an opportunity for you to learn to let go of attachments. And that doesn't mean you can never see them again. And again, that's feeling chained to something. And we notice the cards match very much, right? The storm warning about attachment. If you cling to the attachment, then the universe is warning you right now. They're going to come in and take it from you, and maybe not in a way that you like. So you can either choose to do it yourself, or you can allow the storm to come in and take it from you. The 5 of the change, the freedom, the Hierophant, and also the 10 of the turn for the better. That the storm is there to force you, your hand, to make your life better. It's not to hurt you. And then we have the bottom of the deck, which is the 37, which is the 3rd chakra, the Archangel Shemuel, finding your confidence, right? Your gold light, your golden light. The 37 of the King of Cups is unconditional love. So really finding your confidence by being love. And there's the strength of the feminine right here. They're both winged, and they obviously match very well, right? The emotionally fulfilled, loving matriarch of the family, being very strong. There could be Leo energy here, as well as a lot of Cups energy here. Okay, she's being very strong and he's being very confident. And that's a very strong match right there if they are upright energies here. Right? One is very family oriented and the other one's very confident and a loving person in general. So there's a lot of Cups energy here and strength. Right? The fire of confidence and the fire of inner strength. One holds one holds the other, along with those strong emotions. Okay? So again, letting go of attachment. And then let's see what the die come up with today. I'm not going to put it in front of you because yesterday I was trying to show you the roll of the die and then they rolled on the floor and I lost it. Well, I'll try to allow you to see. I'm trying to do it not. Okay. So we have number 8. We have Taurus, and this is Jupiter. I just want to make sure, because Jupiter looks like the number 4. That's Jupiter. And Taurus. And the number 8. Okay, so we have, Jupiter, Sagittarius, and we have Taurus. So just give me a second. I'm trying to get them back down again the way I had them so I can see them. All right. All right. So this could be a dance between a Sagittarius and a Taurus, first of all. The Taurus is coming up as green. Jupiter's coming up as that indigo. And the 8's coming up as that purple, or perhaps it's a magenta type color, or violet. But it's about that inner strength with that card just coming up. Inner strength and being the stability of a Taurus, very solid and stable. But remember that Taurus is a fixed sign and they have trouble with change. Whereas the Jupiter Sagittarius loves change. It's one of the mutable signs. And he loves to learn. So there may be a facing off here or a melding together. We do have the 8, the need to dance between these two energies, Jupiter and Taurus. Being strong, the inner strength, outer strength. This is big business as well with 8. 8 is manifesting your dreams, doing the dance between your masculine and feminine. Remember, Taurus is the 2nd house. And what's Sag? The 9th house? 9th? Yeah. So the 2nd house and the 9th house, very much about, money and possessions, but also the one-on-one of things, the feminine energy, and then the 9th house of endings and knowledge. The Sagittarius loves to learn and travel. And the Taurus wants to stay at home. And so if they can't meld those energies together in a way that makes them happy, they may be better off apart, right? Because one's natural intuition is to be free and roam. The other one's natural intuition is to stay at home. And that could cause jealousy on the part of one. If anything else comes up around those energies, say so in the comments. I love the coloring of these die. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if the video and the sound was okay, because this is the first time I'm using this piece of equipment, and it's 1/20/12. So make sure you rise and be loved, guys. Be good to yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.